Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose. Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We have nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry. I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lady. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir, truly. I must be going.
My lady, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency. Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as you'll go.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor! Defend yourself well, Greenblood. One might think you had a proper master of arms.
The best.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
No. Thanks all the same. I have quite a few tasks to check off my list before we depart.
And here you are already assuming your political functions. And in a hurry. Always too busy. Very well. If you ever want to go over your basics later, visit one of our barracks on the Isle. You'll always find a training partner to give you a friendly fight.
I'll remember that. Thanks. Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes. You know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I am thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Don't tell me the old school teacher is competing against me. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I've no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for a celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my daughter has left on a mission to heal her people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Kurt. It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right. Maybe he is already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier located?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Where would you like to be?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it is certainly worthy of inspection.
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Hello, milady.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that, I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Teer-Fradee. My cousin Constantine is taking office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of her allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Saad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the Bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Teer-Fradee for much longer than we have.
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around... Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what... It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano. The vegetation is... We discovered animals. Some are bigger than houses. Savage and crude, but you shall discover...
And what of your war with Thélème?
It has been dragging. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert, that's the way of the world.
Have you been fighting?
From what I've been told, direct conflicts are in...
I need to be going.
Goodbye.
Small crew, is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion?
Opportunity. Your time is precious in these dark hours, but what you're about to discover could... Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still. This little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again!
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything! Absolutely everything! Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right! It's a deal! I'm gonna take two!
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now! There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man. No.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Will you drink one of your potions, to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But, as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But, if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now. I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cup.
Have you finally made up your mind?
Are there any nasty side effects?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
I will think about it.
As you wish.
to my health, and death to the others! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. Move away. Greenblood, do you need something?
I wondered if you ever...
I always do.
And what if I said...
You're far too not. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, You don't have the right!
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him, before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that's found you. Have you seen the mob that's gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he's the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin...
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink to find a remedy to the Malachor.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case. But a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps. But you are hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, my lady?
I'm going to help you leave the city. But you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well, then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting. So, did you...
No, not yet.
The servant's door. The lock's double bolted.
The key to the tavern.
Let's go and find the alchemist. We need to get him out of here as fast as we can.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
Yes. I have unlocked the service and...
Without being skinned alive?
You need to remain...
I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
I hope we don't run into any unhappy patients. customers. And we have no choice but to go this way. Holy Mother, they've seen me. Protect me.
To my help! And death to the others!
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
More angry customers. I should have stayed in the tavern. I was safe.
To my help! And death to the others!
Bunch of cowards!
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
You're running. Where are you headed? Don't abandon me. They're going to take me.
Damnation! He got away.
It's blocked. Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally.
Let's just say that I put in... Matters turned out he managed to...
Once again.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard all the same. You have nothing.
Governor Burhan will be happy to... Thank you for your help, Excellent.
I need to be going.
Goodbye.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir Freddy on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure...
Really?
To be entirely honest...
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can
Very well. We know that your uncle tolerates them, but these particular... We would consider it a tremendous fate.
Heresy is not a crime, but I'm sure that my uncle would hear your...
The prince would indeed give... For according to our sources...
I see. You were hoping that if your heretics are planning on board... I'll look into this and... I must be going.
May the...
The merchant is there.
Good day, my lady.
You can start by explaining to me what...
There's been a misunderstanding. In fact, I've already had a word with you.
They're asking that we pay again. Despite...
It's just that the prices...
This is inadmissible.
I'm sorry, madam.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment.
That's right. He told me that... And so he must have thought the guard.
I'll be damned.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing...
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a...
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers?
When we've already paid. If these thieves agree to do know in the future...
This whole story sounds... You were demanding a second...
I'm not the one demanding.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness.
I don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lady de Sardet, niece of the Prince d'Orsay, and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion and theft. You know as well as I that the Congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise without delay, unless you'd rather your master is hung, and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, milady. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Tifredi? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor. Nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's niece. All is in order. We will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship. Not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he...
Is he an important...
We don't need him for sailing or navigation.
He must have simply had a bit too much to...
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was sick. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, I would like to set sail with a clear...
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
Miss Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavia and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
Have you seen anyone wandering about?
Take a look around. As long as they don't try and get on my That's said.
A smuggler?
In the port jails. Now, may I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just curious.
You wouldn't, by the sheerest. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Tele...
And so you know about them?
Of course. The Cardinal's and they were making quite a fuss. Feel free to carry out your own investment. The port brigs, just like the warehouse.
You haven't heard anything about my... To be honest...
Did you say he was intent? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern. But I have...
That isn't the safest place.
Let's go and find him.
Happy to be of some...
Could you tell me a little about your...
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships...
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard.
Our magic, yes. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is seaborn. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Norts for different reasons. It's how the guild is made and maintained.
Could you tell me anything about...
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming, that will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, but I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your... Certain zones are owned completely by us. It's a good port.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a Captain Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Halt! The warehouse.
Very well, I'm going.
Orders haven't changed.
Very well, I'm going.
You cannot pass.
I've seen a few...
Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself...
You can see for your...
I'm already... Yes, I am...
I'm searching for a couple. Have they contacted
you? Certainly... I don't really think of my...
A real saint. Tell me where I can find them.
That works for me. They must be waiting for me. If the Norts get their hands on...
Thank you.
Anytime.
Good day. Someone told me...
That's right, yeah.
Yes.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening.
Did anything seem...
Maybe a tad trouble.
Why would that be?
Boy, I haven't the faintest...
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a... And when evening comes...
Did he ever have one?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No.
And you don't believe...
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. If the itch for a drink gets us all... Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I called back to him, as you get.
What do you think about Captain...
He's a damn good now. He knows his craft well, in spite...
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet.
I need to be going. Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well.
Talking about Jonas, but like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds.
What do you think about...
He's a just man. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for lass.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him. Then when we left, him and I... Well, those brutes were there, waiting for...
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe...
Did you report this to...
Unfortunately not. I know all too well the captain. No.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual...
Do you know what was on...
No.
Why would anyone want to snatch a meal?
How would I know?
It's just that I can't... Did anyone else?
There was still a small crash. I seem to recall that regular kind of fellow who plays for Mon. Now and again he comes out.
Thank you, Lauro.
Strange story, this.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion? Welcome! It's such a... Have you seen anything to your... Welcome! It's such a... Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. Welcome! Have you... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
If you had any idea who I am...
Do you hear that?
Yes. That's Constantine's voice. It's coming from the upper floor. Sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you.
I am looking for a Naut.
A Naut, you say?
According to one of his...
A kidnapping. I would have noticed.
Someone told me about one...
I see. An able-bodied man.
Where might I find him at...
Here? Anything else?
How is business...
It's picking up. The Malachor and the epidemic still rage. Now that we have a...
Has the Malachor really put it...
More than a damn people stopped going out of their homes. And then, thankfully, the alchemy people were still distrustful. I also lost quite... Oh, but that's nothing new to you.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Who are you?
No, have no... I'm looking for a Naut that... A young cabin boy.
Yes, that...
Tell me what happened.
A rich merchant. The kind of man you can round up. They exchanged words with the cabin.
And after that?
It just so happens that... And I think I might well have... I wouldn't have thought that they were kidding.
What can you tell me about?
He seemed rather nervous, and he must have been right to...
Who was the rich merchant, do you think?
No, my lady. You're in... It was Sir Fontaine.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy borough.
Thank you.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child? To my help! And death to the others! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Don't you worry now. You'll get your merchandise.
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a...
He is absent. Enter, please. Might I help you, my lady?
I need to be going.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sardet. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before...
I see. I am afraid he has simply...
Excuse me, but...
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. And that his men escorted...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you...
These witnesses...
My son was probably shocked to have found us. A gesture that you...
How did you find your son?
We have never stopped. Look, we learned the new name they gave him. Then we learned the name of the... No sooner had it docked in Serene than...
Where might I find...
I cannot say until the Nauts have set sail.
This pact... It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin.
Have no fear. I will...
I'm still without...
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the...
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the...
A contract?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. But what I can tell you is the young man, and ever since, he's been a naught.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsillion is a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
But I still don't see
Don't worry.
I certainly hope.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. She told me a strange story. She said that he was taken when he...
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's...
They took him back.
Well, that is very unpleasant news. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay. Children born on their ships belong to them, but certain contracts are... From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord. And...
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son?
No. That pact ended a long time. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance. Via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up...
Well, he probably did it before. What counts most is breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its cost.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us. This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek? Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
I don't have the key.
Who are you?
My name is Dissa. Your captain has sent...
And were you able to convince my...
You don't seem to...
I hadn't seen them since they find me. My family is the Nauts.
Yes.
It's not possible just now. It's blocked.
Someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later. To my help! And death to the others!
Things are about to get dicey. You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
It's not possible just now.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress.
Constantine, it's me!
My fair cousin! Oh, my lucky star. Always there to pull me out of my fight.
I do what I can. We are departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum treat... Do me a courtesy, fair cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and your cousin have already settled the books.
Really now? What a shame. I would have loved to have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
Welcome! Have you seen... Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome! It's such a pleasure. Have you... Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style?
Lady Desardi, Captain, you said so?
Yes.
Excellent news.
Blast me,
The commander was quite...
Very well.
The merchandise that you obtained, but the Port Authority formality, and we've already lost quite a bit of time.
Are you blatantly asking us?
I would never ask.
Ah.
Well, now, if he finds an alternate... But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. So you're back?
I regret to say...
Huh.
They are.
Well then.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be.
Madam, enchanted as well.
Are you ready?
We should be able to set...
My cabin boy.
You do?
All we can do... I do... Your actions.
I have a favor to ask.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some...
Impossible. All merchandise must be so.
I wouldn't go that...
Well then, though how...
Hellfire.
Captain.
Listen here. I would gladly do. He's convinced that thugs want to use... And, because of that, he's placed... All that I can do for you is to write your crates into the ship's... If you manage to get them into the... And with the manifest, the crate... Please try and avoid roughing...
Be back soon, Captain.
If you wore a Nord uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might... Hello? What can
We're your replacement.
Finally! The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Who is... May the Illuminated save...
The man to which you are referring.
Oh. Have you come to... Please, please. We are not heretics.
In that case, why is the Inquisition looking for you?
Our only error was... It's true. We fled all the way, but the Inquisition wants to...
Tell me more about your research.
Our work...
The disciple of Saint Matthias.
The very same.
With the discovery of Tearfree, we wanted to verify if this island...
And?
Tearfree is without any but.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't... He speaks of a voice that came...
It was written in black and white.
I understand now. This voice from the depths sounds...
The sacred text.
Tell me more about your...
Our work...
We want... In the... He speaks of...
It was...
I understand this voice from the...
The sacred...
Who were you hoping would give you a...
We were hoping to reach...
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least...
By entering our side...
That would be better.
Did you try speaking with the...
Oh, we have signed already, and we were even ready to say that we had...
It served no purpose.
I see.
I beg of you.
I could have a word with the... If he can be persuaded to...
Your goodness...
If I manage to convince, stay here.
Have you spoken with the ambassador? Has he accepted to give us...
Your Excellency. I would like to talk to you about a
I am listening.
A couple of historians, and it seems that this is not...
These sinister
Without a doubt.
We are willing.
At the port of Serene.
Very well.
I need to be going.
Goodbye.
We owe you our lives.
It was nothing.
If you would allow me... You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat?
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back.
I need to be...
Goodbye.
Captain?
The way is clear.
Do your best to be quick.
Don't you be worried.
The warehouse is at...
Move out.
Good day, Excellence.
Lady does...
It pains me to inform...
Curse them!
Alas, these renegades... I would not have been able to capture them without risking a dip...
The bridge. But I had hoped that you... We have nothing else to do.
I must be going.
So you're back.
We can guarantee...
The cargo shall make...
That shall be your next mission. He will give you new... Until then.
Welcome! Have you... Thank you for your visit. Welcome! Have you... Thank you for your visit. Welcome! Have you... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Madam?
Are you ready?
We should be able to set sail.
Permission to board the ship?
Certainly. But keep in... Do you have any farewells to make? Or any...
No, my house is in...
Perfect.
I am so eager to discover Tir Freddy. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Kurt! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
So eager to discover Tir Friddy. My isle, my new city.
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I have the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Welcome, gentlemen. Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding...
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Stations, lads! Weigh anchor and ready hard to wear. Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
Charming welcoming committee. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
No, not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health!
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope that there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service, for a while. Desarde, can I do anything for you?
You seem to be mad at me for some reason.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
I can't blame you.
You have? I was wrong about you. I hope you can forgive my manner. Did you want anything else?
How did you become a Nort?
As you may have guessed, I was given to the Norts when I think I was originally from the congregation. I took my first steps on the deck. Did you want anything else?
I must leave you.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.